to make the coffee.
Can't remember the last time he invited me to your house for a cup of coffee.
Coffee now!
Identification.
Star 98.7.
Zombie Butts from Uranus is a real book.
That's a real commercial.
All right, I thought it was some stupid joke that wasn't very funny.
No, but it's a great book. It teaches you stuff.
Like,
How to use your potty.
okay.
It's a real commercial. Jack and I are trying to teach kids to learn and stuff.
All right, well, speaking of which, did you know that one of the most popular baby names is Madison and Aiden right now, according to babynames.com. Did you know the least popular names right now are Osama and Omarosa? And speaking of which, from the Jimmy Kimmel Show, which we love so much, we love that show.
Yeah, it's on Channel 7, well, ABC, at midnight, Monday through Friday.
Right, it is Jason Schrift.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi, we love that show, by the way.
Good. You're the guys that love it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, though? Haven't you come alive in the last couple of months? I've been noticing more and more you guys are in the paper.
Yeah, we've been doing a bunch of things, trying to make a little bit of a splash, little by little.
Well, it's working.
But the Omarosa thing wasn't planned.
That wasn't planned. Hey, by the way, we had her.
She's out of nowhere.
She's a beach. All right, so what happened? You book her.
So here's the story. We booked her Wednesday night. Saw she was in town. You know, she's been on that show. She's the villain of the show.
Right.
You know, you book her, you wanted to talk to her, see what the story is. You know how these reality shows could be some evil editors, evil producers behind them. So, you know, you give her the benefit of the doubt, put her on the show. Simultaneously, we had a busy week last week. We had Quentin Tarantino on the show. 2 nights. He actually directed the show one night.
That was brilliant, by the way.
It was a really fun night. And while he was here, Jimmy, I don't know if you know, he has a lot of his family work on the show. His Uncle Frank actually works on the show.
Right.
And got caught in a couple of lies. Jimmy thought he caught him in some lies when he was telling Quentin Tarantino about his movie, whether or not he liked it or not. So we had this idea to do this lie detector test with Uncle Frank.
Nice.
Yep. On Thursday night show. So this is the same night Omarosa's booked. She freaks out and thinks that this is a bit, you know, it's a bit we're doing that's all about her and this.
Wait, so we must warn Dan the hatchback man about the setup right over there.
Oh, yeah. What's happening?
You want me to tell him?
Well, I don't know the street and you're Mr. Burbank.
Oh, okay. On right out here on Olive and California. No, it's Olive and California Street.
Will you show faith in Mr. Burbank, please?
All right, what?
The cops are have a little speed trap set up on Olive and California Street, right where Dan turns to come to work.
So Dan the hatchback man, be very careful at California and Olive, because there.
And if you don't happen to be Dan the hatchback man, but you're passing that area, it still applies to you.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, we're not just telling the blue Mercedes to slow down.
Well, I was.
It's barely a Mercedes, it's a hatchback.
You're mean to Dan.
I love Dan. He's my buddy. Anyway, I wonder what kind of weather it'll be in Dan world, because it's supposed to be record highs today in Los Angeles.
I'm dressed for it.
2 things. Yeah. Actually, 12 things. Number 1, is it still a firestorm or whatever in Ventura County? Or is there Redlands? I don't know. It was somewhere.
I saw
fire.
it on the news. It was still burning.
All right. No evacuations as of yet. Number 2, do we know what color the freaking $50 bill is yet?
Not yet. 10 minutes.
How do you know?
Jack told me.
In 10 minutes?
Yes.
That's a weird time. So at 47 minutes after the hour?
That's according to Jack. He said 10 minutes.
Frodo, as soon as you find out what color the $50 bill is, you just run in here and you scream it. Because we need to know. It's breaking news. What?
Do you know what's sad? I honestly can't think of the last time I saw a bill higher than a 20 or actually had one.
Jack.
I don't know what color the current $50 bill is.
You know what? That's okay. Because you know how on Friday I was with a bunch of friends and we were celebrating the ratings because, yay, we're number 1. Woo,
Yay,
rock on.
rock on.
Anyway, so I bought a couple bottles of Dom, and it was $119 a piece, which is ridiculous.
And then stole things?
No, but here's the thing. I realize I don't know the difference between Brute and Dom.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yeah, like especially
what
after
it is that makes it Brute?
No. With a taste, like
me either.
Yeah, it's like I was having a glass of this overly priced Dom Perignon, and I was like, "Wow, I'm so fancy! Oh my god!" And we're so great because we won. We're the winners.
Right.
Yeah. And then they pulled out a bottle of this Brute crap, and I was like, pfft. It was $4. Tastes better,
Tastes
I
same?
think. Actually, better. Had a little kick to it.
Do you know how I celebrated while you were Smoking cigars, drinking champagne, and stealing things.
What?
Took the kids to Jillian's for skeet ball.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, baby. The We Are #1 skeet ball championships.
Wow.
That's how different our lives turned out to be.
And then the next night was a big boxing match at Staples Center, and Danny was
Sleeping.
yes.
And then running.
Well, and then Jack's big Burbank parade, Mr. Burbank's
Mr.
parade.
Burbank.
And you were
Sleeping.
sleeping. And then the next morning, though, you did wake up.
At 5 a.m. with them at my house.
So are you going to tell your wife, okay, Friday I went skeet balling, Saturday I slept, and then Sunday I ran?
No, I went skeet balling, actually. The only elective thing I did.
And you bought a coffee pot?
Yes. Well, she'll notice that right away because I broke ours.
At the Mystery Mall.
At the Mystery Mall because he doesn't remember where he was.
Now, why are you feeding
Well,
this?
what did you say?
I just pulled over to mall. I don't know what mall it was. Jack
You've
knew
lived
what
here
mall
how
it
many
was.
years?
But it's not a mall I've ever been to. What mall was it?
The Fashion Square in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah.
You don't know that one.
That it's called Fashion Square? No.
I actually
Sorry.
don't think it's called Fashion Square anymore because you know how that
Well,
one
the
company
earthquake-
bought all the malls?
Well, didn't the earthquake shake that one down? Oh, that's Sherman Oaks.
Yeah, no, you're right. Both of them, but they rebuilt it. But now that one company owns all the malls, and they're all called whatever.
All I know is that when I'm on the 405 at 3:15 in the morning, driving to work, preparing for the show with my laptop on my lap, typing and driving, I look over and there's those bastards working out at 24-Hour Fitness, and I just want to kill them because I'm like, that is wrong.
That is wrong. I hate them.
Oh, and they look enthusiastic. And
I've
crap.
done that twice here. There's a gym in this building. I think I was hip to that for like a day.
Oh, yeah,
Man, this
sleep
is crazy,
in, hit the
man.
snooze.
I did.
All right, so Sunday you did the one-hit wonder, and Jennifer saw you, I guess.
Yeah? Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Danny.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You're not the young lady that ran with me, are you?
No, but I'm the young lady that was yelling out your name, cheering for the runners.
Were you passing me at the time?
No, I was standing to the side off of Fraternity Row,
Remember where that is? Ask
Yeah.
Mr. Burbank.
and I was yelling, Danny? And you're like, yeah.
Did
I
we
wasn't
both
sure
sound
if
like
it was
that?
you.
Was he more of a walk runner or was he a full-out sprinter or...
I think he was more of a jogger.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a...
No, whenever there were like girls cheering, I stepped it up a little bit till they were out of sight.
And what did he wear? Because today's a neat outfit.
I remember him wearing shorts and a T-shirt.
Yummy.
I was Nike from head to toe, baby.
Nike from head
yeah,
to toe.
Yeah. All right.
But you were right in front of me, and I was like, Danny?
Oh,
And then when you ran past me, you turned around because I was cheering, Danny, Danny, and you ran. As you
gotta
ran
be
away,
annoying.
you turned around and you're like, hi.
You know what? Chicks cheering for whatever reason, never annoying. Always a good thing. You made my day.
And then remember when you were at the parade and that girl yelled at you and you gave her the finger?
You didn't give somebody a finger.
I
did you?
didn't. You did. You were sitting right next to me.
Jim? Oh, did Jim flip somebody off pretending to be me?
Jack had Jim act as you because he has red hair and nobody really knows from that far away. And you did lots of bad things. And at one point, yeah, you showed your boobies.
People think you might not be doing.
Joel, 3 wrecks in 2 years.
Yeah, he's a busy, busy man.
Yeah, he crashed into a house.
That's bad.
I like that they said that there was no apparent signs of alcohol or drug use.
Well, crashing into a house will sober a guy up.
Yeah, he refused medical treatment.
Right.
Not a treatment, but just medical
I
treatment.
gotcha.
And then they said there was no signs, no visible signs. Well, sometimes people can hide that crap.
Yeah, but usually not if they're drunk enough to crash into a house.
No.
And then there's a visible sign. Usually the guy crashed into a house.
But here's the deal, Danny. If I'm an officer of the law, I have a guy that has been in rehab, crash into a house.
Right?
I'm going to test him for stuff.
Well, did they not test him, or there were
They
just
said
no
no
visible
visible
signs?
signs.
So he might have been tested still, and the results aren't back.
I don't think so. I think they just let him go, and that was it. And they're like, yeah, you look sober to me.
I gotta tell you, if I'm with you 1,000% then. But if I were an officer of the law, I'd be arresting you for horse riding theft.
What, Jack?
Sometimes it's funny how things work out. Like if I had a guy that I knew had been in rehab and beat up hookers and he crashed his boat on the beach, I'd test him.
Yeah, that was a weird coinky dink thing, didn't, huh?
Yeah, it's a good thing Scott was driving.
Yeah, I was shocked and appalled at that my own self. Not that I wanted
too.
to see you get in trouble, but it'd been good press for us.
Me too. I was thinking, boy, that's Scott. I don't know what kind of skipper he turned out to be because I was asleep downstairs, mind my own business.
Apparently a naked one because I saw him in a robe on Channel 5.
That was me in the robe. He was in his underwear.
Honey, you're not going to believe this.
That's a tough call to make.
Yeah, that one would be.
You remember the whole transvestite thing? That's really nothing if you think about it.
Yeah. There's a lot of stories in your life there, Dan.
Yes, I have a very colorful life. Hence the book.
Well, I mean, even after that one.
Yep, hence the second book.
The sequel.
Yep.
Still haven't changed after all these years.
It was
by the
called.
Babadook.
It's called It's Still Early.
Speaking of which, that actor Jeremy London, co-star of the popular television program Seventh Heaven, was arrested earlier this month for investigation of vandalism, marijuana possession, and driving with a suspended license. Apparently on Interstate 5, right there. It's so weird when they call it Interstate 5. Yeah. On the 5, he was arrested in Orange County. He was on the side of the road arguing with his girlfriend. Now, if I had a suspended license, I had some marijuana on me, I'm not going to pull over on the freeway and just scream at my boyfriend. I'm going to go home and do it.
I was going to say, for every other reason in the world, you'll pull over and scream at your husband.
Yeah, but if I have a suspended license and marijuana on me, not going to
Not
draw
gonna
a
do it.
big flag to me. Hey, over here.
Come get me.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say, unfortunately, because I love this stuff, what they were arguing about.
Probably has a suspended license and drug use.
Perhaps. I would fight about that. Anyway, so he's, I think he's in trouble. He's free on bail, though. He's a cute little kid. Anyway, it's a damn shame, that's all.
Yep.
Also, Estee Lauder is kicked the bucket. And that's,
Dead.
Yeah, no more gift with purchase. Officially, I guess they've decided to end that in honor of her.
Right, she invented it.
Yep, she invented the gift with purchase, and they now have pulled it in her honor.
Right, now you get purchase with purchase, and it just kind of loses something.
Yeah, and no more gift with purchase, no more umbrella at Christmas, no more lipstick color that you never wanted in your life. In the blue tube that signifies, hey, this was free.
Right.
Instead of the gold tube that comes in, you get the blue plastic one that goes, I'm a gift with purchase recipient.
Do you have to say it like that?
Well,
It's a
everybody
law?
knows. And then they give you weird-ass colors you don't want either. I think a lip pencil I liked once, and some eye makeup remover that was in a tiny, tiny little thing.
And all in a little makeup bag that my wife has 4 million of that we just add to
Right.
the collection.
They hold stuff, Jack.
You ever get one, Jack?
Gift with purchase?
I had the Pierre Cardin umbrella
Wow.
in the 70s.
That's nice.
Yeah, man. It was huge, too, man.
I think once when I bought Travis Stetson, it came with a keychain.
Yeah. Boy gift with purchase.
He wore Stetson. I wore poison.
It
We
was
were-
Scott's Pierre Cardin. I just got the umbrella.
We were quite the smelly duo. In his 350Z. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
300ZX with T-tops.
Nice.
But he also had 2 cars because he was rich. He had a Toyota. No, what was it before it was Nissan?
A Toyota. A Datsun.
He had a Datsun. Oh,
I had a Datsun 240Z that rocked.
I had a Datsun 300Z, and they had a Datsun King Cab or whatever it's called. Oh, with a lift kit and big lights on the top.
Nice.
So you could look in the coal mines where you're going to go make out.
In the coal mines?
Yeah, they were reclaimed, though. That's what his parents did. They were excavators. Mm-hmm. They, made all the coal mines back into parks.
Into parks?
Yeah, it was weird. You'd go running and you'd sink.
Wow, that's a nice park you got there.
Yeah, and then they'd make them also into subdivisions. Oh, all the houses sunk. It was a damn shame, too.
Where's that place? Is it in Pennsylvania where there's been a fire underground for 40 years? Do you know about that place? That's crazy.
Dude, I just went golfed and played flash dance at a place this weekend where there's an underlying landfill and they let up all the, is it meth gas? Yeah, methane gas. And you can stand in it and jump and I'm a maniac with your golf club.
In the gas?
Well, I do for fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Well, it's weird because they also have deer there and they have a lot of antlers in wrong places.
Yeah. It's an 8,700 point buck.
But so they have that place, and they made it into a nice golf course. It's a beautiful golf course. But there's also some tires burning somewhere.
Yeah, they've had this. The place I was talking about literally has been on fire underground for 40 years.
I think that's the tire place, right?
I'm not. Yeah, maybe. No, I think it's coal or something. It's coal, but it's the craziest.
It's coal
thing.
is on fire?
Yeah. It's like the natural earth. It's like a
Seems
natural
like we could
thing.
harness that.
We can't put it out for 40 years.
Hell.
It's crazy.
I got the new color of the bill.
Oh, you-
And it's
Wait, shh. You did tell him to run right in here. Don't kill him.
I'm not. I was wondering what the hell the face was for.
Because I think, and I don't mean to speak for Frodo, but I'm sure he was kind of like ran out of steam, if you will. Darted in here. We stared at him. He went, oh, man, maybe I wasn't really supposed
He's
to do
just
this.
supposed to yell out the color and leave.
Okay.
Don't stop her.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah, I mean, hold
He's
on.
just doing what he's
Hey.
told.
Yeah, what was he told?
To run in here and scream the color of the bill.
And then, yeah, that's it. Not sit here and I have the color of the bill, blah, blah.
Well,
He's just
I got a
supposed
little
to-
freaked out. My
He's
fault.
just supposed to yell out the color of the bill.
I think the highlight for me is he brought in black and white pictures of it.
What's
all we got.
What's the color of the bill?
It's green and like blue and red. It's
Told you to be a rainbow.
not really on color. It's kind of just messed up looking.
You want to know something that I think is kind of fun? It's a federal offense to make copies of money.
Oh, yeah.
And
Please
the
send him
Secret
to
Service is
please
on
send him
their
to jail.
way.
Please send him to jail. Please. Please. Please.
Okay, go to jail.
No, this would be great. I'm not kidding. He has the fingerprints on the copies. Oh, yeah.
But he also knows the 411 on the horsey ride. He could turn you in to make a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so what is it again? God, you're a pain in my ass.
It's like a weird pale green color, and it's got red on one side and blue on the other, and that's it.
I don't know why. Thank you, Frodo.
Thank you, Frodo.
Sure.
You were awesome.
Looking forward to playing at Quattro de Mayo, are you?
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
You know, we were just talking about Turkin. We're talking about the tea.
Talking turkey.
We were talking about burning coal under the ground for like
Yes.
20 years. Yeah, this is the Jamie Daddy rockin' show. It's no sex, yes or no, but it's burning coal.
Burning coal.
Well, listen to this. Human waste could be turned into a renewable energy source. You know, I was saying how come they can't capture the burning coal?
Right.
A new device generates electricity from poop. Human poo. The fuel cell uses bacteria to break down waste, liberating electrons in the process. The device is a concealed can about 15 centimeters long, containing a special arrangement of electrodes. By depriving the bacteria of oxygen, electrons are freed to set up a voltage between the electrodes. The waste of 100,000 people could provide 51 kilowatts of power.
What will that power, though? What's 51 kilowatts?
Well, let's see, Dan. You got your 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Thanks, right. Because it just seems like a lot of work, and I don't know how much that is, 51 kilowatts. Will that light a light bulb or a city?
Well, I don't know. I've never really thought about how much a kilowatt is.
Yeah, see, it doesn't seem economic to me.
You know, they do something weird in Las Vegas. They set up something. It's not solar powered. It's like rain powered or something. I don't know.
It wouldn't be good to have rain power.
Well, I mean, who knew that we
Wind
could?
power?
No, that's over there in Palm Springs.
That's bitchin' looking every time I see it.
Yeah, it is bitchin' looking. You know, you can buy shares of those things. But I always think, I know if I bought a share of one.
The wind will stop blowing.
No, because you know how it's weird. It's like a lot of them are blowing and then one's not. I'm like,
Right,
they're
that's
selling
mine.
shares on that one only. It's in a bad location. What happened?
Drop my phone.
Oh, I thought your ass fell off.
Nope.
Anyway, so that's that. Village Joe, I covered. Got the Estee Lauder dead. Put it over here. All right, we have some phone calls that we will get to, and then I want to. I don't know if I don't really like circulating emails.
Right.
I don't like people to send me them. I don't like them at all.
Right, you even yelled at me about my gratuitous email to our boss.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
No, you don't.
Especially if it isn't your own work. Like, I don't want to see something that everybody's passed
No,
around.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I wrote back to my mom saying, never do that to me again.
Yeah, I just don't like it. But this guy that knows I've been divorced said, I have sent you this. I'm like, ugh, okay. But actually, it is the perfect antidote, and I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's the letter from a husband to his wife after therapy.
Right.
They're supposed to stay away from each other during a cooling off period.
Right.
And he writes like, you know, I don't know why one of us why we have to pretend like we don't want to talk and we're not hurt and all this stuff. I keep thinking about you. But then he goes into, as we all do, when you're breaking up with somebody, you start dating and you do naughty things with other people. He starts going into his whole thing about boning other chicks in detail. And then he really just writes like, hey, this is pretty cool. And it's not until, and I guess it's for those of us that have gone through like trying to hold on to something.
Right.
It's not until you realize, hey, it's better to like be doing this than to try to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with you.
Absolutely.
And well, we got a new word, and I can't say it, can I, Jack? Gosh, remember when the FCC let me have fun? Because I want everybody to know that word, because it's a good one.
I'm curious about this word now.
It's a really good one.
My wheels are returning.
I know, but I can't even. Oh, Jack, evil.
Jack, Mr. Burbank turned.
Yes, he did. All right, anyway. All right, and I want to talk about that, and I also want to talk about, I can't say who, but a friend of mine has been dating a girl for like, 3 years. And I think that they were going to get married and they've been talking about it. But he said, I want you to know that if we get married, I can't be faithful to you. And so I can either lie to you and cheat on you, or I can just tell you up front, I know as a man I won't be faithful to you.
Wow.
I think that's crap.
I think that's awesome.
I think it is crap.
You don't think it's honest?
I think he hasn't met the right person.
Not for him. Maybe he's one of those people that cannot remain faithful, and
No,
he's just being honest with her.
I think when you meet the right person, you can be faithful.
Well, then she is not the right person.
No,
and he
she's
can't
not.
Be.
Especially at the beginning, he says that. I'm rubbing up against everything.
Stop it.
I haven't had sex in 2 months. I'm going to die.
You know, I think you started saying 2 months a while ago. It might have been longer.
Oh, hell.
I think
Don't tell me that.
I think you said I haven't had sex in 2 months in 2003.
No, it was the last time was with Builder Bob when we had Kobe beef in Manhattan Beach.
And you don't think that's over 2 months ago now?
Oh, this is a long. Oh, don't take that, Danny. That's like longer than when you're married.
Well, make a boot. No, it's not. Make a booty call.
Those aren't healthy.
Either's rubbing up against stuff.
Well, one I'm not emotionally connected to.
All right.
Wow, has it been longer than that, Jack?
I think it's right around 2 months.
I think you should give it up at Quattro de Mayo. My mom will sing, Frodo will play, Jamie will give it up.
At Tony P's in Marina Del Rey. What time does it start?
I think it says it starts at 4.
4 o'clock on the 4th of May. We're going to be out there at Tony P's in Marina Del Rey.
With Lost Lonely Boys.
On Admiralty
Frodo.
Boulevard.
Possibly my mother. I'm not really sure.
Mm-hmm.
And musical guests to be announced.
Yes.
And Jim shaking Danny.
And
like a baby.
Jim shaking Danny. Yeah, it's right there by the Ritz-Carlton in Marina Del Rey on the Admiralty. Just Admiralty. All right, so we hope to see you out there. It's and that band is awesome. We play one of their songs.
Yeah, we do.
Not Frodo's band.
Yeah. We actually did play one of his songs, and it
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
But the old Lost
Lonely Boys.
Lost. All right. In the meantime, I think I've been sucking me some Mexican candy.
Excuse me? Is that what they're calling it these days?
Yeah, yummy. More than 100 brands of candy sold in this country, most of it from Mexico, tested positive for dangerously high levels of lead over the past 10 years.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. That's why she can't spell.
I eat that stuff. Those big squares that just don't look like any recognizable candy at all, I always eat those.
Well, and kudos, by the way, to the Orange County Register. They actually did this test all by themselves and found
Really?
out, not the government. It was the Orange County Register. They did it. It says the candy was allowed to remain on shelves and the public was not informed. She could sue for her stupidity.
Who? No, I know who. Who could she sue?
Well, probably the government because they knew that there was lead in this.
I've thought about suing God over my height, but somebody said I didn't have a case.
Oh, you have a case. Nut case.
Yes, that's fairly apparent to almost everyone.
The newspaper spent 2 years investigating the dangers of Mexican candy. Hey, arriba. According to the story in today's editions of the Register, includes testing of 180 samples purchased at various stores. According to the newspaper, the California Department of Health has found 1 out of every 4 samples of Mexican candy, and she eats, 10 pieces?
Yeah, that's fair.
I have a lot too. I'm not just saying. Tested since 93 had high lead content. Lead poisoning can cause irreversible brain damage, nerve damage, and piss poor spelling.
Can also make you repetitive.
Also resulted in lower intelligence and behavior problems, particularly in children. Wow, that was a weird.
That's a weird typo right there.
Speaking of which, Monica, you want to come here and tell us about your bachelorette
Party.
Viva la Monica, the candy-eating whore.
What was that?
Woo! All right, so what happened?
You look different.
It was fun.
She looks scarred.
I am. I can't feel one of my toes. That's one of the biggest wounds I came back with. It's just numb.
From what?
I don't know.
Numb toe.
Numb toes.
Numb toe.
Subtalar arthrodesis.
Toes on the nose, bros.
Toes in the hose, bros.
Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously.
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went to a whorehouse.
That beats the Moses roses one.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very good.
So just your
It was awesome.
big feet, little shoes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
2 nights in a row of,
It happens.
you know.
It happens.
Yeah.
Big feet, little dancer.
No, big feet, little shoes. And as I was at the boxing match, I had big feet, little shoes drama.
Yeah.
And my date said, with those shoes on, your feet are going to turn into a triangle. Yeah, because you feel like they can just mold that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bones can just break into it. Anyway, all right, so what happened?
Well, I just want to highlight of the whole weekend. And I have a picture of this. As soon as I have it, I will bring it in because we're out on the dance floor dancing, and there's like 10 of us. 10 girls out there, and this is not the whole party. This is just a couple of us out on the dance floor. We're dancing, we're getting our groove on, huh? Well, right in the middle of us comes a midget.
Oh, Monica got to dance with a midget. That makes everybody's life a little happier.
Oh, God, it made our night. And then here's the best part, because we started doing that, I'd go in the center, and we did that, go, Monica, and then
boy,
another
I'm sorry
friend,
I missed it.
go, blah, blah. And then he jumped in, and everybody said, go, Shorty, go, Shorty.
He's West Side Shorty. Do your thing.
Yeah, because for like a split second, you're not sure what to yell out. Like,
Yeah.
you can't say go dwarf, go midget.
Yeah.
Tiny little deformed guy.
Oh,
Just a little wordy.
So you have to thank God somebody came up with that name quickly.
Right. Oh, my God. And
And did Shorty go?
awesome. Oh, he went.
Wow.
He went to town.
Wow. So, and then you and Pancho was there, your fiance.
Pancho was there, which I did see on Saturday night. We wound up hooking up with them on Saturday night at the Palms. It was awesome. By the way, love rain. Love it.
Love
we just had,
the rain.
We had the best time ever there.
And so, did you see any foreign
Foreign peepees?
foreign peepees?
I saw foreign nipples.
You
A lot.
you did something strange with a foreign nipple, did you not?
Men's or women's?
Men's. Women's too, but not in front of my face, in front of other people's faces. Friday night,
When did a nipple become a tasty dessert
Yeah,
snack?
I know. It's a
No.
guy's boob.
we were at this club where they do this. They put this big spotlight on bachelorettes, and I was, of course, my friends did the whole thing where they got me the little veil and the, bachelorette on the loose tag, whatever.
Anyway.
So anyway, they put this huge spotlight on bachelors and bachelorettes, and they brought me up on stage, and they do bad things to you. They blindfold you, and they do bad things with whipped cream. So, foreign nipples.
I don't know.
It was a
Rockstar.
great. I mean, I could go on and tell you everything, but
Oh, that's
honestly,
okay.
You don't want to. Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
You don't
this
want to hear
wasn't
it.
telling us everything.
Wow, there's more.
A lot more.
Wow, like
It was just a crazy weekend. I had a lot of fun.
we have to forget she's young,
Right.
and she hasn't been exposed to a lot of stuff.
Right.
So a male stripper in a G-string is like nuts.
A
It's like
full-blown walk on the
it's
wild
out
side.
of control. Like she feels violated.
Like, whoa!
Yeah, like she
Yeah.
feels.
I'm sorry, what's it like?
She feels nasty. You know what I mean?
I do. I needed a shower after that. Ew.
I felt the same way when I was shaken by Jim.
So you licked a sweaty man's nipple?
That
No.
thousands of women have licked before.
Yeah.
You
So
did?
no, I didn't. They put whipped cream in a shot glass, and you have to take the shot glass and put it over his nipple. I didn't take it off of his nipple. I took a shot glass off of a guy's nipple.
So his nipple was soaking in it?
No, he was laying down, and they lay a shot glass over his nipple, and
And you pick it up with your mouth?
exactly, yeah. And there's pictures, you know, that
Are you
look
sure
bad,
this
but
was
it's
your
not.
party? And you weren't just getting punished or tricked?
I know, it seems like a.
Hey, let's see if we can get Monica to do this stupid stuff and tell her it's her party.
Like, I would be worried about a broken tooth.